When I heard about this, I was heartbroken. I was feeling shocked and depressed. I was wondering, why me? Why me? Hi, my name is Steve Tee. I'm currently working full-time at Apple. I'm a retired Paralympian doing paracycling and specializing in tandem cycling. During my free time, I'm a motivational public speaker, a certified life coach, and a master health and wellness coach. Back in 2004, after my national service, I was diagnosed with this incurable eye condition called retinitis pigmentosa. This condition started off with night blindness. That means I can't see well at night and at dim places. Over time, my sight will get narrower and blurrer, eventually leading to total or near total blindness. Doctors told me that there's no cure or treatment for this condition yet, and it will deteriorate over the years. When I heard about this, I was heartbroken. I was feeling shocked and depressed. I was wondering, why me? Why me? As I was unable to do all the things I usually take for granted, like reading, writing, drawing, playing computer games, watching drama and movies, chilling out with friends, shopping, and traveling around the world. When I first diagnosed with this eye condition, no one understands what is the actual condition is like. My parents and my friends didn't understand why I have this condition. When I try to explain to them, they can't seem to fully understand about it. So I decided to isolate myself away from all my friends and all the social activities. Whenever my friend asked me to go out, I would tell them no. One day, I was awakened by the sound of thunder. It was raining heavily outside, and I realized that I'm not eaten for the whole day. I went to the kitchen and looked for food. There isn't any, and no one was at home at that moment. Because of my hunger, I decided to grab an umbrella and go and get my food. I tripped and fell along the way, and my knee was badly injured and bruised. It was very painful. But because of my hunger, I continued to go and get my food. So after getting my food, and while I was eating, that was when I realized, hey, if you are hungry, you'll find a way to get your food. So likewise, if you are hungry enough, you'll find ways to overcome your adversities in your life. So that is the moment where I realized why I have lost my hunger in my life, doesn't want to do anything, and isolate myself at home. So that is the turning point where I decided to be hungry again. After I found my hunger, I decided to focus on solutions and explore what are the things I still can do. My father was encouraging me to further my study. I studied very hard and graduated with a double major degree. I was so happy. My parents and my friends are very happy for me. I thought I'm going to find a good job soon. But life is not a bed of roses. In 2008, the world was struck by a financial crisis. Financial market and job market was badly affected. Fresh graduates find it hard to find a job. Fresh graduates with visual impairment like me find it even harder. I sent out 20 over resumes, went for 12 interviews, told the employers that I have visual impairment, and they started to question me. Steve, are you sure you can do this job? Steve, are you sure you are finding the right job? I was unable to find a job for almost a year. All my fellow friends in my universities, they are either started working or they have found a job. I was feeling depressed and dejected at that point of time. I feel like giving up. But then the inner voice of me told me that I can't stop there. So I continue to improve myself, whether it's in resume writing skills, whether it's communication skills, whether it's in interpersonal relationship skills that can help me to find a job. So on my 13th interview, I was shortlisted to work in a call center. And that's where my career journey began. I think people can better understand people with vision impairment like me and other people with other disabilities is by showing more empathy. Empathy is very important because it will help to cultivate the person to be a more caring and compassionate adult. And in turn, it will build a gracious and harmonious society. In 2015, when Singapore hosted the SEA Games and the ASEAN Para Games, one of my visually impaired friends came to ask me if I want to try out blind football. I was very curious how this game is being played. So the Singapore Disability Sports Council in charge called me and asked me if I want to go down to give it a try out. I was so curious, and this curiosity brought me to go down to try out the sport. And when I played the game, I felt able again. And I trained hard, became the captain of the team, and represented Singapore to participate in the ASEAN Para Games in 2015. This is where my sports journey began. In 2017, I was introduced to another sport. The same staff from the Singapore Disability Sports Council called me and asked if I wanted to try tandem cycling. After 3 months of consideration, I decided to go down to try the sport. I trained hard, and together with my cycling pilot, we represented Singapore to participate in the ASEAN Para Games in Kuala Lumpur in 2017, and we are lucky to win a medal for Team Singapore. So that is where the cycling journey began. We are given more opportunities to participate in races and competitions in the ASEAN and Asian region, and we are lucky to win more medals for Singapore. In February 2019, I received good news from the Singapore National Paralympic Council that both my cycling pilot and I have earned a slot for the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. That's where the Paralympic journey began. I made a hard decision to leave my job and train full-time as a full-time athlete. The journey is tough. We face a lot of difficulties and adversities along the journey, but we persevere and believe that the game will come true. And indeed, we flew to Tokyo and participate in the games, and we are very happy that we have broke our personal best and the national record, and it was a double delight for us. Many of you may think that cycling is a difficult sport for people with vision impairment, but with the help and the guidance of the support team, like my cycling pilot, my coach, my gym trainer, and all the staffs from the Singapore Sports Institute, and all my friends, families, and loved ones, it is actually very manageable. Without them, I won't be able to achieve my goals. Ultimately, it's still the hunger within you and how bad you want it. After the Paralympic Games, I took a long break to relax, recharge, and rejuvenate myself. And I started to focus on self-development, and that is where I was very fascinated about life coaching and health and wellness. So I decided to self-study to get myself certified, and I was certified to be a master health and wellness coach. And after that, I decided to continue to self-improve myself again, and I got to be certified as a life coach. Through public speaking and life coaching, that's where I realized that I'm able to inspire and empower individuals to adopt the power of hunger, resilience, and mental toughness mindset to overcome adversities in their life. I felt a sense of fulfillment when people came to me after my talk or workshop. They told me that thank you for sharing your story and journey. You have inspired us, and we will continue our life journey and to be a better person, and we will definitely overcome all the adversities we face in our life. My next goal is to write my own book, to share my story and journey to more people around the world. I hope to inspire and empower them to adopt the power of hunger to overcome any adversities they face in their life.